Coronavirus crisis as case numbers explode. Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia leading the nation in COVID-19 increases. We're examining the surge and a new effort by the business community in Jacksonville. It's called Get the Facts, Jax. Civic Council leaders join us. We're also remembering the impact of Dr. Leon Haley, the UF Health CEO, gone too soon after making an incredible difference in a short time on This Week in Jacksonville. So glad you're with us today. Thank you for joining us. Of the nation's largest counties, some of the highest rates of new cases of COVID-19 are right here in Northeast Florida. Nassau, Baker, Duval, they've been at the top of the list. And we're joined virtually this morning by the president and CEO of Jacksonville Civic Council, Gene Miller, and Tom Van Osdal, the president and CEO of Ascension St. Vincent's here in Jacksonville. Civic Council, a group of business leaders focused on resolving community issues. Tom Van Osdal, the resurgence of coronavirus, the Delta variant, that seems like a huge community issue right now.
No question. We at Ascension St. Vincent's are at 163% of our prior peak, which was back in January. So we're seeing unprecedented numbers of patients, over 96% of whom have not been previously vaccinated. So this is a very significant impact for our healthcare system and for our broader community.
Yeah, Gene, on that broader community perspective, how does this relate to the business community? Because we're going to get into this campaign that you guys have just launched.
Right. Well, a fully vaccinated workforce means a thriving workforce. And as we all know, Jacksonville has become the second most requested location for relocations during COVID. We have an opportunity to capitalize on this booming economy, but we can only do that with a fully vaccinated workforce, and so we want to make sure that the business and the workplace is not just fully vaccinated, but that people are able to return to all of the recreation and fun things that they love to do in Jacksonville.
Yeah, so let's get down to the what of this campaign. The Get the Facts Jax campaign just got started this week, and I guess, Gene, why don't you start here? What is it, and what are the goals?
Right, Get the Facts Jax is a very simple, straightforward campaign. It is, if you'll go to the website, getthefactsjax.org, it's just to raise awareness. There's so much misinformation out there about the vaccination. And what we hope to do with the healthcare community is educate the public on all of the different really myths and ideas about the vaccination, where you can get it, when you can get it, how long is it's good for, because just hearing from so many different people, there are so many misconceptions about the vaccination, and the goal is to clear those up in an independent, privately funded, bilingual location where folks can go and research the vaccination.
Yeah, so misinformation is a little bit of what I hear you talking about. It's been a cause for vaccine hesitancy, probably not the only cause. Tom, how does Get the Facts address that?
By just that, providing the facts, encouraging individuals, most importantly, to have a conversation with their personal physician, get the facts from their physician, get the science and the evidence. And what we're really hoping to do through those conversations and them accessing the science and evidence from their physicians is to instill vaccine confidence and get more of Jacksonville vaccinated so we can put the coronavirus behind us.
You know, one of the things that stands out to me, you just mentioned your health system right there, 163% of peak. We got an alert this week from Baptist Health saying our hospitals and emergency rooms at maximum capacity and asking people to seek non-life-threatening health issues, be able to seek care at a different place. So this really has become a crisis. And as I understand it, the timing of this campaign is more coincidental. It wasn't that you saw the Delta variant was going to have this kind of impact on Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia, right?
That's correct. We really couldn't have predicted this particular wave, and certainly not the amplitude of this wave. So the timing is fortuitous. It wasn't necessarily intentional, but I'm extraordinarily grateful that the Civic Council is taking this effort to get the word out and encourage people to get the facts.
Yeah, and Tom, I want to get Gene in here in a moment, but before I do that, Tom, what is your thought, or what are other healthcare professionals like you think about this approach where the Civic Council says, hey, there's a business component of this too. There's a lifestyle component of this where we need vaccinations so we can have our economy recover, be able to do the things that are fun to do in Jacksonville. What's the healthcare side of that?
I think that we are extraordinarily grateful that the business community is joining with us in this effort. I mean, the coronavirus and its impacts affect all aspects of our lives. It's not just our health, our physical health and well-being, but the health of our economy and our overall community. And so I think the union of us coming together to get the word out is absolutely what every community should be doing.
Yeah. Gene, when we talk about Civic Council, and I know 85 members and more than 70 businesses that are involved here, not everyone in there is in that silo of healthcare. These are other businesses that have jumped on board. I would have got to imagine this is pretty close to unanimous. Yes. We need to do this as the Jacksonville Civic Council. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. There's absolute full support and pride behind the effort. We've asked every employer, every member to share this with their employees, to display it digitally, to get it out to their workforce. We all want to get back to a fully thriving economy and workforce, no more so than the CEOs of those organizations. So let's get back to Jax by getting vaxxed.
Yeah, so let me, and on that note, let me show just briefly some video of this PSA as part of the campaign here. And what stood out to me was I noticed people walking backwards, and the tagline is there, we can't go back, and then you make the case for why people should look into getting vaccinated here. Gene, in our last minute before we take a short break, does this kind of messaging, do you think this will resonate with the people who are right now hesitant to get vaccinated?
We hope so. It's a multimedia campaign with targeted age and demographic groups on social media and in different areas. So we're relying on our media partners and radio partners to really air that, but we're also leveraging social media and billboards to target specific populations. So that's our goal.
All right. Gene Miller and Tom Van Osdol are staying with us. We are going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're talking about a key contributor to this effort, Dr. Leon Haley. That's next on This Week in Jacksonville. Stay with us.
The Olympic Games are on, and Toyota has great deals on Camry, Highlander, RAV4, and more.
Right now, get 0% APR for 36 months on a new 2021 Toyota Highlander.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Think it up, make it up, pep it up. Hormel, America's #1 pepperoni brand.
Find a fridge that fits your budget and your good taste. Explore the showrooms of style at Lowe's. Shop exclusive Hisense appliances.
The fact that this Reese's ad showed up at this exact moment proves that your devices are listening to your stomach.
Helping people never gets old. So when we're able to get them compensated for everything they went through, that is the mission and the goal, is to make sure that the client's better off than they were when they came into our door. Farah and Farah, here for you, here for good.
How much do you want? You want a little bit or a lot? A lot. It smells great in here.
Is it a lie?
The world is a great big place with so many beautiful faces.
Don't make me laugh.
Smiling back at you. When you smile, they do animals, boys and girls, and tell them the words we all should hear. Oh, beautiful, everyone is beautiful, and they think
Toyota's national sales event is on now.
Right now, lease a new 2021 Toyota Corolla LE for just $199 a month for 36 months.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is our home. We do what we want, and so does the weather. The Weather Authority on News 4 Jax has the local forecast you need to keep doing you. Always watching, keeping you covered minute by minute, so inconvenient weather never takes you by surprise. Always tracking, mapping out major changes, so severe weather never gets in your way. This is our home, and the Weather Authority on News 4 Jax knows the weather better than anyone. Always watching, always tracking. You're watching This Week in Jacksonville with Kent Justice.
Thank you for staying with us today. We just talked about the Get the Facts Jax effort and the crisis underway due to the Delta variant of the COVID virus. In a public health crisis like this, hospital systems seem to work together. We've seen that in our region for sure. The first person who told me that in an interview more than a year ago was Dr. Leon Haley, the CEO at UF Health Jacksonville. Tragically, Dr. Haley died a week ago. Tom Van Osdal from Ascension St. Vincent's and Gene Miller, Jacksonville Civic Council, both with us today. And Tom, were you and the other hospital leaders in our area, were you able to work well with Dr. Haley, whether it was on the pandemic relief or other issues?
Well, first I want to say that Dr. Haley was an exceptionally gifted physician. He was an exemplary leader, and he was a close personal friend. Working collaboratively with Dr. Haley was easy. He was as humble and genuine as he was incredibly intelligent and courageous. It was an absolute privilege that God crossed our paths, and I had the opportunity to work collaboratively with him. And yes, he was a leader in the health community without question.
Yeah. Gene, what was his contribution when it came to Civic Council?
Thank you, Kent, for taking the time to recognize Dr. Haley. He's had his reach and his influence will be felt in our community for a very long time. But within the Civic Council, Leon served on our board of directors. He was a founding co-chair of our Race and Social Justice Task Force. He led the way in working with our African American members to develop an initiative that would really raise awareness and help educate members, but also take on difficult social justice issues in the community. So just Friday, he was chairing a fantastic meeting on the impact of race and business in our community. I can't. The loss is truly ours. And I think we've shared with you some of the sentiments of the Civic Council members. It is, as I mentioned, his reach within the Civic Council, but then beyond the Civic Council will be felt for a very long time.
It's hard to state it fully, isn't it? And to your point, Pat Garrity is the president and CEO of Guidewell Mutual Holdings Corporation. Many of you know that name. One of his reactions was, Leon was a friend, a man of action, a deeply caring person who was always ready to help drive the efforts that we undertook together to protect our community from COVID-19. These are some family photos that his family shared with us this week that you're seeing. And every time I spoke with Leon Haley, the Leon part came out before the doctor or the CEO part. Right. He wanted to relate, I'm so proud of my sons, my daughter, my family. He would take pride, even this last year, telling me about trips that his parents took to have a great time. Tom, and then Gene, if you would just share with me, what do you think people should know about how Leon Haley wanted to address not just physical health, but the community health here in Northeast Florida, a place that he seems so invested in just the short time since he became CEO at UF Health?
Dr. Haley cared deeply about every individual and family, particularly those who are poor and vulnerable and struggling, and wanted to close gaps between racial disparities and disparities in access to care for individuals. Thus he was leading both in the healthcare community and out in other civic pursuits to help just make Jacksonville a safer, better, healthier place for everyone.
All true. Gene, what are your thoughts?
So many of our members have said Leon was a transformational leader and a visionary, and the evidence of that is he had a grand grand plan for UF Health campus there on 8th Street and its expansion to really become a focal point and center of healthcare. And if and bridge the gap, so to speak, with the Northwest community by attracting hundreds and millions of dollars of investment into that community. But he also reached out personally to bridge the gap with his own, with his voice, with his, he worked so hard to work with so many different people. He never said no. And to know him, you could not call him a friend. He worked hard on elevating women, on elevating minorities, but also just working on the true public health of this community and this state.
Yeah. And Jean, no apologies needed. I'm tearing up over here also. And I knew it would be difficult to talk because each of us, we've got our own memories of relationship with Leon Haley that, like I said, went beyond a title, went beyond a degree or a position like that. Let me share one other comment. Jacksonville City Council members, I'm going to share all of these online as well, but John Delaney is the chairman, former mayor of Jacksonville. He said the community doesn't even yet know what we are missing with his passing. His vision for caring health care will be suspended until we can all gather our wits. Rest in peace. I'm going to share more of these. I appreciate you sharing your comments today and helping people get a better understanding of Dr. Leon Haley and what he's meant to our community. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ken.
So Dr. Haley, he made friends quickly, I would say. One of his friends is the leader of Jax USA Partnership. Andre Wallace will join us. We're also going to have Darnell Smith, the market president for North Florida region of Florida Blue. And I'll share some of my personal reflections on Dr. Haley, a friend. Next on This Week in Jacksonville.
You like it made from scratch?
We know you do.
How about hot and hand-breaded?
That looks crispy.
First thing in the morning.
Not your grandpa's biscuit.
The new hand-breaded chicken biscuit from Hardees.
Feed your happy.
Seat number? This way.
Thanks. Excuse me. Just get it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry.
When it comes to airplane seats, size matters. Same goes for your law firm, Morgan & Morgan.
Would you like some peanuts?
America's largest injury law firm.
The Trust Index, exposing fake information.
You don't need to be a history buff to know the Pirates got one thing right. Treasure belongs in a chest. Hormel Black Label Bacon. Make it.
The News 4 Jax Trust Index team looking into a viral media post.
We asked the head of Jacksonville's fire union whether excessive heat could cause a hand sanitizer bottle to explode. Our conclusion is to be careful.
This is the post that is circulating around social media. There is no evidence to link the two. We are going to mark this claim as not true.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office statement that you're more likely to die in a traffic crash than be murdered in Jacksonville. The Trust Index is giving this statement the grade of true.
Getting back to all of this will take all of us. If you have questions about the vaccines, Florida Blue nurses are standing by for your call. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield, here for the one place we call home.
Change the state of driving with a brighter way to explore. Introducing Sunpass Pro. Accepted on toll roads in 18 states. Take Sunpass Pro on your next adventure with more convenience and more savings. From Florida to Maine and west to Illinois, Sunpass Pro can be used wherever Easy Pass is accepted. So travel with Pro on your next trip. You've got some exploring to do.
At Farah and Farah, when you fall down,
we stand up. Don't let the insurance company play around with your future. Call us.
Hardees. BLT summer, ranch, what a stunner. I'ma hit the drive through and come right over. BLT ranch with the ice.
Celebrate this summer with the new BLT Ranch Angus Thick Burger from Hardees. Feed your happy.
You're watching This Week in Jacksonville on Channel 4.
A stunning and tragic loss a week ago. Dr. Leon Haley, CEO at UF Health Jacksonville, died in a wave runner accident in South Florida. Right now, we're focusing on who Leon Haley was and what he means to people in our area. And so joining us, Andre Wallace, president of Jax USA Partnership, and Darnell Smith, Florida Blue Market president for North Florida. Tell us about Leon Haley without MD next to his name. Darnell, what was he like?
You know, he was just an amazing individual, as humble as the day is long. I was just talking to someone earlier today. He's just a gentle giant, very fun-loving, and always thought about what was best for the community and certainly for people in underserved communities.
Andre Wallace, I'm asking you the same question. What was he like? Andre, if you can hear me. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sorry about that. Family man, you know, 3 great kids, Grant, Wesley, and Michelle. They were really his life. I can definitely tell you if there was an event that he needed to be at for them and he needed to get out of town, he would definitely do that 100%. A person who loved life and a person who was just a good friend, you know, and I like to say that, you know, having played golf with him, you know, just like me, we're hackers. We're not professionals. We pay to play. We don't get paid to play, none whatsoever. But as a person away from work, really totally was really a family person and just really enjoyed life 100%. You know, so that's not the MD. That's the Leon side that we know.
Absolutely. I'm going to show some video here. Over the years, I've been the MC of UF Health's Night for Heroes event. And in 2021, we went virtual. So it was Dr. Haley and me and Senator Aaron Bean. Dr. Haley kind of looking like fireside chat over there at the time. And typically the event is a gala downtown. So I want to show you a video from the year before. It's usually formal wear, lots of energy, honoring people involved, every step of saving a life. And Andre and Darnell, this was just an entry point to get into Leon Haley's life because he would say, hey, I'm interested in knowing what you're passionate about, what you're doing for the community, and then maybe offering ways that, whether it was UF Health or he personally, could get involved. Darnell Smith, did you experience that with him as well?
I did. In fact, I don't know if you recall, but in 2020, I think it was 2020, I actually spoke at that particular event. And I was asked to do so by Leon, and just an amazing individual. You know, with all that he does, certainly for the community, that event is all about being able to give the appropriate level of love and support for the people who every day show up to make certain that indeed our community is taken care of. And so love being a part of that, and love the way he would absolutely bring everybody in to be a part of the solution.
And Darnell, I'm going to get Andre's take on this too, but I saw, Darnell, in your statement about his passing, you said, I will miss him as a colleague, brother, and friend. Andre Wallace, did you have that relationship with him as well?
Absolutely. You know, from a personal perspective, you know, Leon's very personal for me. I had a health scare towards the end of 2017 and went directly to Leon and said, hey, look, I need some of the best. And from a standpoint of Leon assigning the best personal care physician, the best specialist, himself choosing who would examine me, et cetera. And essentially, to me, taking care of that particular concern that I had and putting me back on the path to a good, productive, healthy life. That's something that I owe to him dearly, and I will always remember that.
Yeah, How can you not? Absolutely. So following the death of George Floyd last year and then the civil unrest that followed, I reached out to some friends. I invited some men to join me for conversations about racial reconciliation. Met in some smaller groups, 8 to 18, usually outside in the open air, and then trying to understand each other's perspective, trying to find a way to bridge gaps of misunderstanding and mistrust, especially when it came to race. Would it surprise either of you that Leon Haley was one of the very first people to say, yes, Kent, I will be there? Does that surprise you at all, Darnell?
It does not. In fact, I've always seen him to be the leader in those kind of situations. And what I think you're saying, Ken, is he understood that we have to be on the mend. If we're going to truly be united, if we're going to be able to create that ideal of being a United States, the people who live in the United States have to be united. And the best way to do that is to be able to come to the table, find out where a person is, what their position is, what their concerns are, issues are, meet them where they are, be kind, and be able to absolutely connect and strike up that conversation and begin that mending.
Yeah, Andre Wallace, I would just ask, what is that thing that somebody who didn't meet him, didn't know him personally, is missing out on because they didn't get to interact with Leon Haley?
Leon had a very good sense of humor, but more importantly, compassion is what he had. You know, he wanted everyone to do well in life, and that's what he was really, truly all about. You know, he had a statement, you know, be all in, you know, and Leon was all in everything, 100%. That's who he was.
Yeah. Man, I knew this would be difficult in some way, and I knew it would be an opportunity that none of us would want to miss out on, to remember and talk about this friend that we had in Leon Haley. I thank you for your time, and I'll tell you, I'll wrap up here. I want to show you a photo. Dr. Haley with Jessica Justice, she's on the left in this photo coming up here. Ashley Justice on the right. This is following a behind-the-scenes tour of the trauma ward and in much simpler times before the pandemic. But this was an example of Leon Haley saying, yeah, I'm taking in everybody I can to show them how wonderful this community we have is and what we can accomplish by working together. Andre Wallace, Darnell Smith, like you, I will very much miss Leon Haley. I appreciate you guys sharing your thoughts today.
Thank you, my friend.
All right.
Thanks, Kate.
All right, so coming up in 2 weeks, a look at some of the next steps for downtown development. We invite you to join us. Nancy Powell will be with us as well. And in the meantime, This Week in Jacksonville airs each Sunday morning at this time. I'm Kent Justice. Thanks for watching on air on Channel 4 and the CW17 and online at news4jax.com.
See why every day more people are choosing News 4 Jax, Northeast Florida and South Georgia's #1 source for local news.